Yeah, peace, peace, peace. All right, what up? First and foremost, hopefully the Most High, your house shall bless y'all brothers and sisters y'all day. By His mercies, you are consumed. Alive in the Most High, your house shall body. We're naturally alive, man. Yeah, man. I just want to go into some, man. Let's go out there, good, showing that love and kindness to one another, man. Also, too, man. Hold on, man. It's good to. I mean, I just saw a brother I ain't seen in a while, man. The brothers in the Word, going through trials and tribulations, man. That's why it's always good that, like, and that, like, you know what it is. That's what like I always say, man. I think that brother Newbury said this a while back, man. Shout out to him. Especially with our ancestors, or even back in the ancient world, or even like just back in the days, but more in the ancient world, and mostly our forefathers, our ancestors. Like a lot of times when they, or like even amongst other nations as well, but a lot of times when they would go off to war, right? They wouldn't see each other for a while, for some years, but when they came back, it would be still be the same, man. That's what, and that's actually, I remember when I was down in VA with my uncle, man. It's like and it's like, yeah, that's really true friendship, man. Like y'all can not see each other for a year, or true friendship, brotherhood, sister, whatever. It's a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, sometimes even longer than that for some people, man. But like when you see each other, it's like um, it's like yesterday, man, and that's good. It was the same type of deal, man. I was like, damn, man, it's all right, cool, man. Like brothers going through some trials and tribulations, but it's all good, man. But yeah, man. Even that's why I just sent that clip of DMX saying that, man, saying the same type of things, man. Like just because you don't see, and that's all. That was always weird to me. Like like even if you don't see anybody for years now, and now like y'all enemies. It's like I have no idea why. Well, last time we saw each other, we was on good terms, but that's another story for another day. But it's like just because we seen you a while, it doesn't mean like no. That's what me and my uncle was talking about. Like 2 years ago, visiting him in Virginia. It's like there was no beef and nothing like that. I just haven't talked to you in a while, man. There's no beef, no strife, no nothing like that. But certain people like I don't know, but yeah, but that's neither here nor there. But I just wanted to say that, man. But and I'm gonna be kind of quick on this. Shout out to brother Kwame Cohen Shalom, man, because actually, I was just watching a video. The righteousness is just watching a video, watching the camp. They are not little, their exhortation, and they said how righteousness delivers from death. That's in Proverbs. I'm forgetting where it's at, but yeah, man, because because even Tobit says like, listen, alms helping the day of death or things, and I think Tobit that's all right, but really it's like that's also, but that's also like that can actually tie into righteousness, man, because remember what the Most High House I said about Cornelius? He said like that he saw like of course it was Cornelius' faith, belief in the Most High House, John knows obedience, but also too he said like the alms he would give, so that ties into that. But really, it's righteousness that delivers from death, man. Like even this side, like even being like spiritually dead on this side, like and of course the second death is righteousness. What's that righteousness? The faith, like the grace, the mercy, like the new covenant, the testimony, the gospel. That Galatians 2 and that Genesis 5 and 6 righteousness, or 15 and 6 as I say, or the Galatians 2 and 21 righteousness. But anyway, they mentioned this. They mentioned like how the other nations, like in the camp, in the video, they mentioned how the other nations gonna that what you call Revelation actually 3 verse 20 to 10 real quick, man. I ain't read this in a while, but yeah, man, like what. And that's just is what it is, like like the elders about out of HOI says, like you like it, understand, believe it or not, man. Because I remember, man, I read it like a few years, it's a while back now. A while back, man, I was talking to him. Oh man, I gotta reach out back out to him, man. Brother, he's a good brother too. Yeah, I was reaching out. I was talking to him one time, and he didn't know like this verse was in the scriptures, man. So I was like, yeah, man. I'll explain this to him, but let's get this revelation because this lines up with Jeremiah. Other scriptures wasn't Psalm 12 and Jeremiah 30 and 60, but yeah, man. But you're gonna look at this on the natural tip because it says he that yeah, it's Revelation chapter 13 verse 10, it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So yeah, man, it says, he that leadeth to captivity shall go into captivity. So yeah, so this is just let's get just Jeremiah 30 real quick, man. So yeah, of course we know prophecy, all the other nations they're gonna go into slavery, man, and Yahushua's kingdom. So like so yeah, that's just is what it is. Um, yeah, so Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 60, it says, therefore, all they that devour, therefore, the Jeremiah 30 and 60, he says, therefore, all that they that devour thee shall be devoured. All thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they shall spoil thee and shall be spoiled. And that all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So, yeah, exactly. So, this is what it is. So the other nations, man, going to cap, and this is not a new thing, man. Like we can read like when we came to the land during the time of Joshua, or like or all throughout the book, man. Like when we or even time of David, Solomon, things of that nature, when we had the heathen other nations in subjection. It's not a new thing, but it is too. Like I think now of our because our people we have been like not. Like as the brother Chronicles Judah used to say, like not been taught to think with a ruling class mentality, or like because we never been in power before. But more importantly, we should want power with the Most High Yahusha, but more on a natural tip, like having power, like with man, with amongst the other nations, like that seems taboo to our people, like and that's just that's the shoot, that's what the Most High Yahusha said. He listen, I chose you because you were least just so I can get the praise and esteem and show my power. Like I chose you to be a ruler of all these other nations, man. So like and that's just is what it is, man. So because what it is too. It seemed taboo because like now what's been put like kind of what's been its current like Esau's kingdom, his current kingdom, his current world, current society, like things like globalism has been like you know been pushed on people, like this all like the hands across America, all nations and stuff like that coming together, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if it's under the Most High Yahushua's guidance, under that, because listen, yeah, of course we can live in peace and harmony, but as long as under the guidelines of the Most High Yahushua, and plus also too what the other nations have to understand, like listen, like like Ecclesiastes 3:15 says, listen, he required things of old, required things of past, just like we had to play for the sins of our forefathers, they will also. So because he's a righteous judge, you had to it is what it is. I think one of the GMS brothers said that said perfectly. I watched a video. It was a while back, some years ago. But he said, "Listen, say if you go to a restaurant and your parents are like it's you and your parents are eating pretty much, and you're sitting in a restaurant and your parents leave, like somebody's still gonna have to pay that bill. So it's like same thing with the Most High Yahusha and the judgments and with the other nations. So like because we had to pay. So what like it makes y'all think that y'all have to pay, man. So that's is what it is, man. So because it is too. Even this why I'm noticing too. Like what. I'm gonna go into this little story real quick, man, because I was actually visiting one of my brothers like a month or so ago, man, and some Edomite ladies, like she got some young they was getting on the bus, whatever, man, and some Edomite lady, she buses in front of them, man, and it's like and some Muslim sister, she got upset with that, and rightfully so. Was she a little bit excessive? But yeah, it was funny how she went on because she said she was recording it, like this was in Frankfurt and Philly. This was hilarious though. I ain't gonna lie, it was funny, but subconsciously what was doing, like because the Edomite lady, the so-called Caucasian lady that went in front of the children that was trying to get on the bus, man. It's just like it was subconsciously saying it, and I think the sister said it like like our children don't matter, like we've been trained that their lives are just more important than ours. Like that's why even amongst each other we like what we do kill. Don't get it twisted, because other nations, things of that nature, they kill each other as well, like just at the same just as we do. Like let's style like really the crime and things work. You're going to kill who's close to you. Like crime is going to happen to a mix. Like just like those other Edomite fractions, like or we so-called Germans, Europe, all these other the French, all this, they war with each other. Italians, they go back and forth with each other, or even the Asians, or like they go back and forth with each other. But we're just the most overt with it, publicized with it. But that's neither here nor there. But that happens. But I think the brother, shout out to brother sent me the first one because he mentioned this, man. But we've been taught not to even value each other's life, man. Like, because like safe like, in street in gang street wars, gang wars, or whatever, man. Like, that get back. You kill my loved ones, I'm gonna kill yours. Things that they, but when what's called, like, the police do it, like, we've been trained not to do retaliate things, and now I get it from that standpoint. Is, of course, like, you're gonna do longer time, longer sentence, whatever. But but it's just more subconsciously that, like, it was just pushed on us, like, their lives are more valuable than ours, like, because we no, I'm not saying, because there's some people of our people that will, all right, they kill our loved ones, we gonna get them too. But not a lot of times too, we've been trained like, oh, they're just untouchable. We can't did like we can't touch Esau, like, but if it's Jake, if it's somebody else, yeah, we getting that get back. We gonna ride on them, but y'all, like, a lot of y'all are not gonna ride on them. Save the police or something, or like, one of theirs, like, one of one of them kill. It doesn't even have to be Esau, or like one of the other nations kill you know, kill your loved ones, something like that. You don't do anything. But I'm not involved. I'm not, like, promoting murder or and killing them. I'm just making this as a point. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. But, like, yeah, that's just is what it's going to that. I'm just touching on this on the natural tip. Now let's look at this spiritually, man. Because, like, how should I said, uh, my words are spirit. Let's get this too. Revelation chapter 13, verse 10, it says, He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So see, what's that cat? Let's go 1 Corinthians real quick, man. Where we in captivity, and ultimately sin and death. That's what Yahushua came to save us for. And that's why it's the last enemy that'll be defeated, man. Like, what did Yahushua say? He has sinned, is commit sin, and servant to sin, man. But let's get First Corinthians chapter 15, verse 26. And the last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. So see, sin and death will be held captive, man. That's forever. Because you know what? Let's get this wisdom of Psalm 2 and 23, man. Like Yahushua said, my words of spirit. I never even thought to look at the scripture this way until now, man, until the brothers were saying something. So in that Job captivity, man, and that captivity was the one that what relieved Job was his faith in the Most High Yahushua, man, not us. Pretty much. Also, too, that comes with the law with sin and death as well, being but that all ties into the new covenant. The gospel, the testimony. Because listen, during Job, he was trying to he thought that, like, that Deuteronomy 6 and 25, even though, of course, I'm just saying the law justified them, when it's the Most High Yahushua that justifies you. That's really all what it is with the gospel, testimony, new covenant, and, like, when saved by grace, or, like, if righteousness is Galatians 2 and 21. All that's about is the Most High Yahushua, just the faith in them justifying you, rather than the keeping of his instructions, the law, the commandments justifying you. It's kind of that. It is what it is with that, man. So we're gonna get that Job 42 real quick. But after that, man, this is how sin and death will be in captivity, man. It's like gonna be in a dungeon. It's never gonna come out. It says, it's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1, it's Wisdom Psalm 2 and 23. For Yahweh created man to be immortal, and made him to the image of his own eternity. Yeah, so like Genesis 1, like, let us make them in our own image, man. And that's what then isn't the Most High Yahushua, the Alpha and Omega, immortal, man? Like they said, live forever, the ancient of days, like, so yeah. And they want us to be in that image. So yeah, so see, that's where that immortality is, like, and that's the kingdom that's gonna be forever, man. That's it, and that's why it's a kingdom that's gonna last forever, man. And sin and death is gonna be, that captivity is gonna be held captive, isn't that, like, but and I'm talking about more the Most High's kingdom. The Most High's kingdom and the Yahushua's kingdom, two different kingdoms. I'm talking about the Most High's kingdom. But yeah, for Yahweh created man to be immortal, and made him an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through the envy of the devil came into the world, and they could that and they that do of his hold his side do find it. So yeah, you see, and that's the envy of devil that came in, man. And nothing can stand before envy. But even with the serpent Satan did in the garden, things in nature. But Satan already has his judgment, man. Like the brother Simi first one said, man. Satan, all he is, man. He's really. Nah, he's like the guy, like, he's the epitome of misery loves company, man. Like, cause he know where he going. He's want to take everybody with him, man. Like, it's like he said, the brother sent me first one said, like, Satan's the type of nigga that snitched on you. Like, he's like he's the one that snitched on you now, but he's in the same cell as everybody he snitched on. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty much like that is what it is. But and that Satan and his angels, they go into everlasting captivity and their final judgment, whatever. So that's going to that too, man. But yeah, but mostly sin and death is going to be going to captivity, man. Yeah, but that's what Yahweh came to do, came to free us from that, man. It says, for Yahweh created man to be immortal and made him to be in his own image and image of his own eternity. So yeah, man. So like, so let's get this revelation again, man. Revelation chapter 13, verse 10, it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So yeah, let's get this in Hebrews, man. And then we can go with Revelation 1, but let's get this no, let's go Revelation 1, because that might no, we'll go Hebrews, and then we'll bounce around. Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12, it says, because he's talking about that sword, man. Let's look at this spiritually. What sword is that? For the word of Yahweh is a quick and powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even and dividing asunder of the soul and spirit, and of the joints and the marrow, and the discerner of the thoughts and the intents of men. So yeah, exactly, man. So the word cuts this way and it's this way, man. It cuts this way and it cuts like that's why I even want to come on here. A lot of times it cuts me as well, man. Like so that's that word. It's a word is a sword, and that's the Revelation 1 real quick, and that's what and that's what it is. That's sin and death. The words, and who's that word? Yahweh, man. So Yahweh is the kill sin and death with that sword, with the word, with the gospel, with the testimony, new covenant, things of that nature, man. That's why sin and death is going captive. It says, Revelation chapter 1, verse 16, it says, and he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out his mouth went a sharp two-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shining in his strength. So yeah, exactly, man. So yeah, exactly, man. And and his strength came from the Most High Yahusha, man. Like I mean, it came from his Father, the Most High. But his strength is too, man. Like all the strength that the Most High gave him. But yeah, man. So that's just what it is. So that's he that leaveth in captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He hears the patience and faith of the saints. So let's get this Job 42 real quick, man. We're gonna probably close out with this, man. Yeah. So yeah. So sin and death is ultimately going to go to captivity, man. And think about it, even on natural tip, that's why having power with the Most High Yahweh is the most important, man. Like once you have power about what? Well, believing on them, as Scripture says, also to the Exodus 34 and 6, the Jeremiah 9:24, Numbers 14:18, man. Galatians 5, walking in the Spirit, man. The fruits of the Spirit, like this, that, man. Like that's how you have power with them, like Because even kingdoms rise, kingdoms fall, man. Like even having amongst power amongst men, because and that's the thing is too, that's ultimately going to fade away, man. Because listen, Joshua died, David died, Solomon died, all these other righteous rulers that we had, they died. Of course, they're going to go be in the kingdom, of course, but they died just naturally, man. So that's just that's the enemy. That's nothing. That's the only enemy people cannot beat. No people. Nobody can beat, man. Because one, like Ecclesiastes 8:8, you don't even know when it's coming. But two, man, it's just the fact that, yeah, that's seriously, man. This thing about immortality, man. Think about it, man. Because I was actually, this is what came back from watching Captain America, you know, a Marvel movie or comic book movie, man. But there's a what you call him in DC. There's a character. I think he's a Superman villain or Justice League villain, man. You know, his name is Vandal Savage, man. He's immortal. I think one of his rises to power was one of his reasons for doing what he does, man, because his one for immortality, man. And you see that, but most times, like, in different movies and TVs, man, villains, man, they want to live forever, or like, man wants, like, man wants the crown. The man, a lot of times, different, like, men think they'll have the crown forever, man. Like, and that's just not the case, man. Because doesn't Psalms 49:11 says that, man. So, like, that's just is what it is. But let's get this Job chapter 42. Okay, quick, man. Job 42 and verse 10. It says, and the Lord turned the captivity of Job, and he prayed for his friends. And the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. Yeah. And Yahushua even said, "Listen, those that leave everything, those that follow me will get good fold in this life and even more in the next, man." But but notice how this captivity, man, was of the inward man, was the having faith in the Most High Yahushua, man, dealing with that inward man, becoming a new creature, man, being born again, man, like becoming as a little child. I was just talking about this with a brother like not too long ago before I even came on here, man. Like the biggest enemy, like in this walk, man, is ourselves, man, not Satan, like not the other nations, man. Like not even like the enemies. It might be like other people, man. It's just you, man. The like notorious movie even said, man. Like we can't change the world unless we change ourselves. Like Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror, man. That's just that's just is what it is, man. That's our biggest enemy, man. That's Job was like Job. His thing was okay that he thought him keeping the laws and things in nature would justify him, but really at the end he realized, oh wait, no, it was a faith in the Most High Yahushua, man, and that was a captivity he was in. He was freed from, man. So yeah, man. So it's all dealing with that inward man. So that's really it, man. Hopefully this was edifying, man. Like this I was like Yahushua said, listen, John 60:63, my words are spirit, man. Like so yeah, man. Got like the brother Akawar said, man. Got to read it in the Most High Yahushua's perspective, man. Like look at it as a gospel lens. Like how could this, like, cause it's about them, man. How this is is just talking about how Yahushua lived, a prophecy about him, things that he taught, things that he said, like yeah, man, because it's really like that, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So peace.